Hello, everyone. You have Jared here with Married Health and Fitness. We are doing our installment of 73 questions. So this is a Vogue-inspired interview to learn more about our staff. And I'm super pumped because we have Jeremiah Elliott with us today. And we're just going to jump right into it. Jeremiah, introduce yourself and we'll get into it from there.
Well, hi, everyone. My name is Jeremiah. I'm a yoga instructor as well as bootcamp coach at Myriad. Outside of what I do for yoga and bootcamp, I'm an employee relations specialist for a local school district. I work on the HR team. Live in Indianapolis, live in the Irvington neighborhood with my husband and our dog and cat. Dog is Aries and cat is Suki. And that's just a little bit about me.
Awesome. So here we go. We're going to start firing away. What's your favorite time of day?
Twilight, that perfect time between night and day.
Love that. What's your biggest weakness?
I have a hard time saying no.
What's your biggest strength?
I am a very curious person. I always want to learn more.
What's the biggest learning experience you've ever had?
Honestly, just my life experience, like learning from past mistakes, learning just as I kind of navigate what it is to be an adult.
What's your idea of a perfect date?
I like a lot of some good food, a walk or some sort of activity, maybe some deep conversations, just connection in general.
What's one vice you wish you could give up?
Probably like snack foods.
Everyone, right? What's a cause that is important to you?
Just any kind of injustice is something that kind of irks me and like makes me riled up and makes me want to get involved. So just injustice in general.
What's the best compliment you've ever received?
That I've made a difference and impact on someone's life.
When are you the most inspired?
When I can be with or listen, like think like lecture hall kind of style work, or I can be in front of someone who is just so passionate about what they're talking about. Someone where I can see that they are passionate and I can connect to whatever they're talking about. And it's just, that tangible connection of, this person is truly connected to their content area. So how, it kind of like makes me feel inspired at the same time.
Nice. Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
What song can you listen to on repeat?
I really like me some early year Shakira.
Interesting. What makes you smile the most?
When I see people that are just authentically living themselves without any kind of care for social expectations, just, people just being themselves.
What's one thing people don't know about you?
Well, as of later this year, I'll have 3 degrees. I'll have a bachelor's in Spanish, an MBA in innovation, and a graduate certificate in industrial organizational psychology.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yep.
I didn't know that. I'm trying to learn Spanish right now. See, this is beautiful. I love it. Heels or flats or sneakers?
Barefoot.
Oh, I like that. I should add that in there. Vintage or new?
I have no preference there.
What are the 3 things you can't live without?
Books, coffee, and peanut butter.
Peanut butter. Window or aisle seat?
Aisle, 100%.
What's your current TV character obsession?
Diana Bishop from A Discovery of Witches.
Okay. Dogs or cats?
Both.
What's the most adventurous thing you've done in your life?
Moving across the country with my then boyfriend, now husband.
How would you define yourself in 3 words?
Impulsive, caring, expressive.
What's your current favorite piece of clothing that you own?
I have a t-shirt I got. It has a picture of a kale leaf on it. It says, "I'm kaling it" on
it. That's good. What's a must-have clothing item everyone should have?
Honestly, some really good underwear.
Good point. What's inspiring you in life right now?
2021 is a time of change for a lot of people, especially like kind of as we're entering like a post-pandemic world. For me, it's, I'm setting the bar high for myself. As people are changing, as we're kind of rediscovering who we are as a society and who we are as professionals, I'm just trying to be the best that I can be.
I love that. Question number 25. What's the best piece of advice you've received?
Listen more, and more specifically, listen with your heart, less with the mind.
What's your pet peeve?
People that don't take ownership in their jobs.
Diamonds or pearls?
Neither. I'm not much of a flashy guy.
What's something you notice about someone when you first meet them?
Their smile, and if they smile with their eyes as much as their mouth.
What's your biggest regret?
Being so insecure about my abilities for so long.
What's heavily played on your music playlist right now?
There's three right now. I've played a lot of Stevie Nicks, a lot of Walk Off the Earth, and a lot of Julieta Venegas.
All right. What's your favorite board game?
A little bit on the nose, pandemic.
What's your guilty pleasure?
An almond croissant.
What book did you most recently finish?
Million Dollar Demon by Kim Harrison. It's number 15 in the Hollows series.
Interesting. What are you currently reading?
Pawn of the Prophecy by David Eddings.
How do you start your day?
I'm not a morning person, so I wake up, shower, and usually more or less sprint out of the house.
What's your favorite holiday?
Halloween.
If you could raid one woman's closet or one man's closet, who would it be?
Honestly, I don't pay a lot of attention to clothing, so I couldn't even tell you.
And I do want to just throw out a disclaimer. The last two of these I've done with women, so I need to change that writing there. And I noticed that in another question as well. So that's my bad. If you could switch lives with one person for a day, who would it be?
I'm pretty happy with my own life, so I'm not sure I'd want to be someone else. However, I think I would like to see what it's like to be like Tom Daley, like an Olympic diver. I think it'd be interesting to see what the Olympian lifestyle is like.
Interesting. What's one thing you've always wanted to try, but you've been too scared to do?
Be more adventurous in my activities. Like I really want to do like extreme hiking, like hike the Grand Canyon and camp overnight at the bottom and come back up the next day.
Totally. What's the one thing you wish you knew at age 19?
Be patient in your career. You don't need to be impatient with jobs. Like things come.
Besides your phone or wallet, what's a couple of must-have bag items?
A book, chapstick, and a snack.
If you were not a group fitness instructor or yogi, what would you be doing? And I think we already know the answer, but I want to go deeper.
I work in HR, so I love all things related to HR. I've actually had a lot of HR adjacent jobs for several years. Everything from learning and development to health and safety, and now employee relations. So kind of HR is like my way to go.
Love it. What's something you can't do?
I don't do well with things that require fine detail or a lot of patience.
Where was the best vacation you've ever taken?
A few years ago, just before the pandemic hit, Justin and I went to Arizona. We went and we got to see the Milky Way at the Grand Canyon. So we were there at night, and we were able to look up and actually see the true night sky.
Wow. What's one city you've always dreamed of traveling to?
London.
What's something you always travel with?
I always have a book.
Favorite food?
Apples.
Interesting. Favorite dessert?
Oatmeal chocolate chip cookies.
Specific. I like it. Favorite snack?
Peanut butter.
Should have known that. What's a movie that made you cry?
I honestly couldn't say. I haven't watched a whole lot of movies lately.
Interesting. What's your favorite movie of the last 5 years?
One that sticks out in my mind was Crazy Rich Asians. It's a fantastic movie. Highly recommend.
It's a fun one. What's the one talent you wish you had?
Singing or holding a tune.
What's your favorite exercise?
I love swimming, but rowing's great too.
What's your favorite band?
I have several. Like I really like Shakira. However, there's also Vanessa Carlton and Lorena McKenna in there. So kind of like a top three.
What's your favorite fast food order?
It would probably be Chinese and probably like a good General Tso's tofu.
What's something you don't want to be doing in 10 years?
Paying student loans.
What's the cutest thing on planet Earth?
I love baby animals of all kinds, but give me some good puppy and kitten photos or whatever. It's great.
What's the best thing that happened this year?
I decided to do more of what I want to in my life, and I'm creating boundaries between work and things outside of work. Excellent.
What's your favorite cocktail?
I don't drink outside. Like I drink like once a year. Like, so like I do like a good cider and a really, really has to be like super sweet wine.
Nice. Number 60, which movie makes you laugh the hardest?
Honestly, I'm more of a science fiction fantasy kind of like movie kind of guy. So like those aren't usually a lot of comedy in there. So
What do you usually eat for dinner?
I would say it depends. Depends on if I've actually planned for the week or not. But I'm pretty big on those salad kits. Just dump it in a bowl, rip everything in. Those easy.
What do you usually eat for lunch?
If I don't have a salad kit for dinner, I'll have that for lunch. So kind of flip flop. So it really depends on how prepared I was that week, and I'm trying to get better about it. But preparation is key.
So this is gonna be interesting. What do you eat for breakfast? Salad kit?
Absolutely not. I can't stomach something like that for breakfast. I like breakfast foods. However, a protein bar is usually my go-to. Just take that and go. However, I do love, like on weekends when I have time to sit, I usually have yogurt with fruit and peanut butter.
Excellent. What's your favorite thing in the world?
I've tried to move like in terms of like attachment to things. I'm trying to like get out of like things, but honestly, my Kindle, my books are probably my favorite thing in the world.
What's your favorite color?
Orange.
What color clothing do you wear most?
I have a lot of grays and blues in my closet. Orange doesn't necessarily look flattering on me, so a lot of grays and blues.
What are 3 words to describe living in Indy?
Biking, neighborhoods, and myriad.
Yes. Do you like surprises?
Sometimes.
What's the one thing you had to learn the hard way?
Listen to your body and don't get sloppy in your movements. I have thrown out my back before and it was not fun.
What's something you're tired of?
People not being considerate of others. We're all living this same human experience. So why can't we just have a little bit of empathy and compassion for each other?
I love that. Last 3 to go. Who do you turn to when you're sad?
Honestly, my husband. Usually I get curled up on the couch he knows I'm sad when I have a certain movie on and I'm curled up on the couch with the cat, the dog, and a blanket.
What's a trend you would like to see disappear forever?
Honestly, these kind of Darwin awards that we see on like social media, like the eating Tide Pods, the cinnamon challenge, like I think things like if you're trying to win the Darwin awards, just you don't need to post it. It's fine.
Yes. Last question here. What did you want to do with your life at age 12?
I want to be a chef.
Chef. You still can be.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, Jeremiah, we really appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. I know I learned a lot. That's phenomenal. Adios and gracias. And we'll talk to you later.
De nada.